What is going on, guys? It's Tammy here, bringing you guys episode 8 of my Middlesbrough career mode. And I apologize because this episode is going to be a little bit short because I ended up stopping it right at the beginning of January because I want to dedicate the next episode on the January transfer window. And so hopefully you guys don't mind that. And so we're just going to get right into the first game against Charlton Athletic. And I did end up simulating the game because I didn't expect a lot of competition. But I definitely thought wrong about that. But you guys will see in this little simulation right here. I did start all my usual starters though, so I was thinking that we were gonna do pretty good, but unfortunately for us, they do end up scoring right at the beginning of the second half. But also, Jamie Vardy gets subbed off at the beginning of the second half, which kind of puzzled me a little bit. But fortunately for us, Dewani was able to come on and score the equalizer. So at least we were able to salvage a point there, and I wasn't, I was a little disappointed, but I guess not too mad. I definitely did expect a lot more from the team, but other than that, we're just gonna get straight into the second game of the episode, and it's also another league game, but this time it was against Hull City, and Hull City is the second team in the league right now, just 5 points behind us, and they're looking very very good, but our team is very very talented as well, and like I said in the last episode, Zuccolini is gone, and so Mix Diskerud is having to just come into is having to fill in very big shoes, and so hopefully he's able to play very well alongside Jermaine Jones, his fellow international teammate. And as you guys can take another look right here, we have Mix Diskerud and the center mid position instead of Zuccolini, and I sure do miss Zuccolini, and so we'll definitely be hoping to sign him back on in the January transfer window. And as you guys can see here, Hull City, we definitely have to watch out for them. We definitely know that they're a very talented team as well, and so let's just get started. Maloney was also a very big factor of this game, but we start off with Jamie Vardy getting tackled right in front of the box here, and we do end up getting a free kick. And keep in mind, Hull City is a newly demoted team from the Premier League, and so they are very very good. But for some reason, they did not have Jakubovic in goal, and they had let me see. Yeah, they had McGregor in goal, but McGregor right there makes such a good save right there. I definitely thought that was going in. It was such a well placed free kick by Downing, but it was just also matched by a great save. But moments later, Downing is given a second chance from almost the same spot, and this time he capitalizes, and there was absolutely no chance for McGregor to save that. And it was just an absolutely incredible free kick from Downing, and yeah, it was just so nicely placed into the corner that McGregor had absolutely no chance. As you guys can take another look right here, Downing just takes a shot and just no chance for McGregor. McGregor was fully stretched, and it was it was so nicely placed. It kind of Downing doesn't have the best free kick stats, but fortunately for us, this time he was able to come through. And here they kind of break us down once again, and Snodgrass gets through, but Ayala takes him down in the box, awarding Hull City with a penalty kick, and it just definitely wasn't the smartest of ideas from Ayala, and definitely wasn't the best angle to go in either. And also, Snodgrass did end up kind of changing directions in the last minute right there, but still, Ayala should have definitely been smarter than that, and it gave Hull City the penalty kick here. So Agazi was trying to save it here. He just stays in the middle, and unfortunately for us, they do end up scoring. And so, yeah, very unfortunate for us. We did have a lead right before halftime, right there in the 45th minute. But it was a little disappointing. But nonetheless, in the 71st minute right here, we are awarded with a penalty kick. At first I didn't know what it was, but then I looked at the replay. I didn't really think it was a penalty kick right here. Williams kind of just gets taken down, but that's only because McGregor is getting up, and I guess Williams did kind of sell it well enough for the referee to award us with a penalty kick, and so I was quite happy with that. I was a little reluctant to give it to Jamie Vardy just because he's been missing quite a lot, but here Jamie Vardy places it very, very well into the corner after a bit of a hesitation, and at first I thought the goalie was going to be able to save it right there. He did guess right, but unfortunately he did not stretch far enough to be able to reach Jamie Vardy's penalty kick, and so as you guys can take another look right here, he does guess right as Jamie Vardy kind of hesitates. He guesses right, just wasn't able to extend high enough to reach the ball right there. And it definitely did scare me as he did guess right, and he was just a little off. I think if he dove into the air a little bit more, he would have been able to save it. But right here in the 90th minute with added time, Snodgrass is wide open. Great touch here, about to finish it, but Agazi with the great save right there. Oh my goodness. But look what we do next. Here, Jones passes it to Ensua. Ensua into the corner. Looks just like last episode, but Jamie Vardy cuts in once again and takes the shot and gives us the lead at 3-1 to just seal the game off from Hull City. And it was literally just so back and forth right there towards the end. It got really, really scrappy, and I just still don't know how Snodgrass was still on sides with that. I was definitely expecting the offsides call or the offsides whistle to be blown, but fortunately for us, Agazi was able to make a tremendous save, and we just went the other way with Jamie Vardy just using his strength and speed to get past his defender, and he placed it into the side netting to give us the lead at 3-1 with practically no time left on the clock. And it was just good to see that from Jamie Vardy. And as you guys can see, Mix Discarud celebrating as well. In the next game, we did end up simulating the game against Bristol City, but McGoldrick ended up scoring in the first minute. But luckily, Jamie Vardy did score in the 11th minute on a penalty kick. So it was good to see that Jamie Vardy hasn't been missing a lot of penalty kicks. After I think the past 2 episodes, he's missed like 2 or 3. But fortunately for us, Jamie Vardy did end up making that PK. But here, Pack scores in the 61st minute to give Bristol City the 2-1 lead, and unfortunately for us, that was how the game did end. And it was kind of disappointing to see us lose against Bristol City, who is so low in the league tables right now. But unfortunately for us, we do end up losing. And guess who we play next? We play Reading, a team that we did end up tying 2-2 in a couple of episodes before this. But I still remember Peter Crouch, and Peter Crouch was definitely a very, very dangerous player. And this game was quite even though sometimes Reading did kind of attacking wise it was very even, but fortunately for us, they did hold on to more of the possession. As you guys can know, we are not very much of a possession team, but as you guys can see, you can take a look at their starting lineup, and Reading's starting lineup is almost exactly the same as when we played them, except for maybe one of their center backs. But other than that, I think it's almost the same exact starting lineup that we saw in the first match against Reading. But here, Reading got the ball first, and then here Alex plays it on through to Samuel, and Samuel goes, and as he's about, I do not know what Williams was doing. I pressed B to tackle, but Williams just goes straight through Samuel, and then awards them with a penalty kick. As you guys can see, I do not know what Williams was doing right there. He must have been a bit blinded by something, because he just ran right on through. In the first game against Reading, Peter Crouch did end up missing the PK, but this time he was able to put it in. As you guys can see, Agazi did guess right, but unfortunately Peter Crouch's shot was just a little too powerful, and it just sped past Agazi. And unfortunately for us, we did end up going down 1-0 in the 25th minute, so early on in the game. And I definitely thought that Agazi was going to save it, but as you guys can see, Peter Crouch just put a little too much power on it for Agazi to get to it, and it was just a nicely placed shot from Peter Crouch. And and so I think Peter Crouch was a very, very good signing for Reading this season. But other than that, here Odegaard in the 90th minute tries to get an attack going for us, but unfortunately it does not work out, and the referee does blow the whistle, and so it gave Reading the win there. 1-0. And as you guys can see, we did quite well on the shooting end. We dominated on the attacking end, but as you guys can see, the possession stats, rating did definitely dominate. And like I said in the beginning of the episode, well, not in the beginning of the episode, but in the beginning of the game, and yeah, and they definitely dominated on the defensive side as well with the tackles. They outnumber us 14-4, and yeah, our shot accuracy was 100%. Our pass accuracy wasn't too bad either, but nonetheless, they did end up winning. And so next episode, I am planning on doing, I think I might do a live comm. I don't know for sure. But other than that, I think I'm just going to dedicate the whole episode just to the January transfer window. So I'm going to be simulating all the games if you guys don't mind that too much. And other than that, I think that's really it. I think I'm going to end up simulating all the games and maybe do a live comm. We'll see what we do. But other than that, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. And if you did, please drop a like and subscribe for more episodes like this. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.